To other news of the day now, Las Cruces police are investigating a shooting that left a man in his 20s seriously injured this morning. According to the Las Cruces Police Department, a shots fired call came around 6 o'clock this morning when police arrived to an apartment on East Missouri and found the victim with at least one gunshot wound. Police say the victim was flown to an El Paso hospital with life-threatening injuries. Now, there's no suspect in custody at this time. However, this is an ongoing investigation. We'll keep you updated on air and online as soon as we learn more.
3 years, wow. I've been paralyzed since December 19, 2019. When I woke up from being resuscitated and then going through surgery, I didn't think I'll be paralyzed, and I didn't know what that was. My parents went to my court while I was in the hospital, and I found out a lot of things that my own friend betrayed me that day I was shot. The female that set me up, she got away with it. Her brother, he pleaded insanity. The other guy that was involved in my shooting, he killed 2 people, but yet they say I'm the bad person. After all that, I decided I don't want nothing to do with anybody because it seemed like this world is evil and people will get you killed, especially friends. After waking up, it was good to see my family because I hadn't seen them since I was homeless for 3 years. But then also there's some family members I didn't want to see because they're the one that left me out of shelter. Since I've been paralyzed, it's been hard for me and my family because there's a lot that we had to try to figure out. Such as when I get sick, what I do when I get UTIs, pressure sores, what kind of meds I need, and try to get equipment such as air matches, wheelchair, try to get cath kits and things like that. And just like everybody else, you and other people is going to have self-doubt on what you can and can't do. Because in the beginning, I used to rely on the call button all the time when I need a cath, do my bowel movement, when I need water, when I'm hungry, and when I need to get out of the wheelchair. And so I was told from a certain family member that I'm always going to rely on the call button. And since I was in sports, I'm very competitive. So when people try to bring me down, I like to prove them wrong. And so my anger fueled me, and I used to punch things and yell and cuss when I was in rehab. My dad used to tell them it's okay, that's how I learned. And after getting mad, I did learn. I was able to do certain transfers. But out of rehab, that's when things took a turn because I ended up just staying in my room and isolating myself and just didn't eat. I grew out my hair all the way to my chin. I just let myself go. I didn't shower. I didn't really take care of myself. I just laid in my bed, just sad, depressed, and ended up hating everybody. Because like I said, it just felt like I just got shot for nothing when I was sticking up for a friend. People ask me how am I doing. I just say I'm fine because it's not like they'll understand. And a lot of people message me that they're there if I need somebody to talk to. I appreciate it, but the first thing I always ask is, are you a gunshot victim? And they usually say no, but they are paralyzed. And I try to tell them being paralyzed and a gunshot victim are 2 different things. So they won't understand PTSD and having distrust in people and some other stuff I'm going through. And a lot of people from back then, they try to message me and I just don't answer them. And of course, they always try to guilt trip me, but the thing is, I'm not the same as how I was before because I end up hating and distrusting people and I just want to be left alone, which means I became an introvert. I tried counseling, but none gets me, and then also it seems like none of them worked with a gunshot victim. After the first year of being paralyzed, my dad ended up giving me a dog, and then my mom gave me a turtle to help me try to open up again. They're very great because they're my emotional support pet and they keep me busy. I ended up cutting my hair and started a YouTube channel. I showed my family and they asked me if I was okay. Of course, I hated it because I had a buzz cut from back then before I was shot, and so I don't like to see things that resembles my past life, especially since I was able to see all the 4 big scars on my head. Being hit in the head multiple times from a handgun and an assault rifle is probably what caused my brain injury besides flatlining. My dad went to take me to see a psych therapist. I just get prescribed depression and anxiety meds. Of course, medication doesn't take all the pain away. It doesn't get rid of my PTSD and my nightmares. And that's why not a lot of people understand what it's like to be a gunshot victim because not a lot of people wake up screaming in their sleep or keep getting shot in their dreams. And that's living hell for me, honestly. I just can't believe this happened to me and just drives me crazy and just seems like a scary dream I cannot wake up from. I was in peace and now I had to suffer like this, and I'm just mad that they brought me back. The reason why I'm good at everything I do is because my family, they wanted me to learn on my own, and at first I thought they're just being mean, but it's because they don't want me to keep relying on a call button or just rely on people. And I seen this guy's video and he kind of reminded me of what they were doing. But of course, every now and then be very nice if they help out. Of course, I still have ups and downs. I'm always going to have nerve and back pains. I'll never be able to feel any more pleasure or have kids, naturally at least. I'll never be able to walk or have my normal life. And some of these things people take for granted. But I'm just trying to make the best that I can with what I have left. It's been hard for me to try to set this new life since somebody did this to me. And so it gets me mad and hurt when people say that I did this to myself. I wasn't the one that pulled the trigger. And since my dad's been retired because of his cancer, he knows that I just snap and cuss out of nowhere. And I do that every time I cannot do something, or if I keep dropping things, or just because I cannot walk. I used to cuss out those people's names that did this to me, and my dad would come running and be like, what's wrong? I'll be like, nothing, just effing James, effing Tiffany, they did this to me, and it just seemed like I just got shot for nothing. And after 2 years being paralyzed, I noticed I started doing good because when I was in the fridge and I ended up dropping something, my dad told me that I'm doing good because I didn't cuss up a storm. If you know somebody that's paralyzed or a gunshot victim and you want to help them, the best thing you could do is be encouraging and motivating. But on the down days, it's best to just leave them alone so they could accept and process those emotions. It's been 3 years and a long journey, and I don't know how people are able to do this for 10 years and plus, and I don't know how long I could really do this. Well, that's it for this video. If you have any video suggestions, then leave them in comments below. And if you'd like to help donate, then I'll be leaving my Cash App and link in the description. And don't forget to subscribe for more quick tips and tricks. And as always, stay humble. Till next time, bye.
Yes.